in that holding midfield role. Fadli Shas.
Great start by JDT. I think maybe UiTM is a little bit overawed there. They've got to defend a little bit better. They're just too open from the start. They've just got to be a little bit more compact and make it difficult for JDT to find those spaces between the lines.
They're missing their suspended captain, Zulkifli, and he is the experienced local player. Side is drawn into Asrif. Asrif. Well, that's better. At least putting a tackle in, make a mark. Shafiq Al-Hafiz concedes the free kick, but you've got to let better opposition know that you're there, Abbas.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to tell them, you got to be in the fight. You have to be in the fight, and you've got to start well. And being the home team, they've got to start a little bit better than they have so far.
Cabrera, Velasquez. Behind him, Nur Salam. He's had an education and a half this year, Nur Salam. Velasquez plays it in, the no-look pass onto Shafiq, and Cabrera's there.
I have to admit, Cabrera is one of my favourite players, and he's probably, for me, he's probably JDT's best player, to be honest with you. I think he's magnificent. His work rate, his skill, his goals, his assists. He's an all-action player, and it's just a pleasure watching him play again today.
In the murk in the far corner, Akir Rashid pulled back for a little tug back on Syed Ashraf. And maybe a chance for UiTM just to get hold of the ball. 3 minutes, and they've barely put more than 2 passes together.
Yeah, they've just got to settle down. They've just got to get the ball on the floor. Just basic passes, just to get their confidence up and just to get going. As you can see here, that's just horrible defending first. Great lead-up work by Shafiq. Wow. He doesn't want to have a look again, does he, Akir there?
Sadly, available on iFlix, replays of every game. That may well be, unless there's a lot of goals, may well be on the highlights reel.
Yeah, it could be one of the misses of the season, wouldn't it?
Rare start for Akir Rashid. And a throw in for the home team, UiTM. Actually,
it's a corner.
It's a corner.
It's a corner, yep.
Macon has got Agele up there. Saeed, the left back. Agele picked up by Adam Noor Aslin. Well, you'd fancy that, a one-on-one, wouldn't you?
Well, there's 2 of them, and Zarko, they've got the height, definitely.
Not the best ball in, and Shafiq Ahmad can come away with it. And there's a 4-on-4 break here if Nazmi can get there first, which he can. Velasquez charging down the outside is Shazwan Andik. 3 in the penalty area. Shazwan has to slow it down. Nazmi, little dink for Cabrera. Excellent save. I think there's a touch there from Asfa.
Oh, it was brilliant lead-up play. Again, it was Nazmi. Beautiful vision there to find Cabrera. He'd be disappointed. He just didn't get enough onto that ball to beat the goalkeeper. Good save by the keeper.
Velasquez beaten by Zulkifli. Zulkifli onto Korach. His first touch, and he's able to get some strength and away from Shamakuti and inside Shazwan Andik. Zulkifli once again. He'll look for Macon. The Brazilian has to check back, just back from injury, Macon, and can't keep that ball alive.
Well, you can see what the big striker can do. He's got to hold the ball, Zarko. This is a chance. Beautiful little dink there by Nazmi. And as I said, he just didn't get enough on it, did he, Cabrera? Good save by the keeper. But better contact on the ball there. It's just horrible defending. Look at the left back keeping Cabrera on. And a lovely save by the keeper.
2 big chances in the opening 5 minutes for Johor Darul Takzim. They were potent in their match against PKMP, and a thrilling performance in a 5-0 victory. In fact, goals have been pretty easy to come by for JDT. Sorry, goals are never easy to come by. Goals have been plentiful for JDT.
I was just going to say, I think there's goals everywhere from the final third there, from the midfield all the way to the strikers.
Cabrera, again, more off-the-ball running from Shafiq Ahmad. Stands up Amaral. Still Shafiq. Salam belted clear by the overworked Amaral Ashraf. Anywhere will do, and Adam Noor Aslin can play it in very quickly at Asrif. Both fullbacks almost playing
As wingers.
As wingers.
Yeah, they do. And they do that because Shamir sits in that middle of the back three between the two centre backs, and that allows both wing backs to play really high up.
Little push in the back from Shami Shukri. Velasquez, Nazmi. Really sharp start.
Yeah, he started well, hasn't he? He looks very, very sharp, Nazmi. I just love his vision, and he's just great on the ball.
Shazwan closed down. Shamakuti. It's always width for JDT. And Akia, well, he got there but couldn't keep his footing. It was a misjudgment from Syed Ashraf.
That was a great ball by Shami there. I mean, changing isolating the direction of play. And Akia got a good touch, but unfortunately he just slipped and gave the ball away.
Korach wins the header, trying to knock it on to make Saeed again available.
Moving the ball forward.
Gonzalo Cabrera onto Shafiq. Played it back, there was nobody there apart from Ashraf. Zulkifli.
Quick JDT get back to try and win the ball back, and it's just a lot of work between the front third and the midfield. It was fantastic work there again.
Big matches going on in Group A tonight. PKNS versus Terengganu, Kedah versus Negri Sembilan. Terengganu and Kedah likely to qualify, but you never know in the Malaysia Cup. You just never know. And tomorrow we've got 4 teams in one group still with a chance of qualification.
Yeah, that's competition. That's the kind of competition you want. You want to see everybody alive, even right down to the last game. And it's been that kind of a competition all throughout this season. Of course, apart from JDT who've run away with the league. You look at all the other teams. It's pretty much, everybody's on the same wavelength there.
Fadli came through Korach. Might find himself very isolated. Zarko Korach today. Here's Velasquez.
Well, they are going to defend more than attack, aren't they? So he knows that. And he's got to be the outlet up front. Everybody else is just going to defend. I know they did start as a 4-3-3, but it'll be a 4-5-1 pretty much.
Cabrera. Running off the ball from Velasquez. Ageli watches that one carefully and concedes the corner kick. Ageli claiming that there was contact on him. He wanted the foul.
This was a great decision, and just watching it live, he definitely took a dive there. There was nothing in it. The big defender's got to do better. He's just got to use his body. I mean, he's like 3 times. You can have a look at this. There's no touch whatsoever.
Velasquez whips it in, and Fadli slashes over.
Yeah, it was a great whip there by Leandro there, and unlucky there by Fadli Shah. This is not easy. Have a look. I thought he might have been offside, but he's onside, and he's predominantly left-footed, and you can't allow him to turn and cross on his left foot. This is very difficult, and Fazli's done okay, but he is a defender after all.
As for Shukri, made one very good save so far. Korach buffeted by Adam Noor Azlin. Now then, Maycom. Foul by Velasquez. Just thinking Adam Noor Azlin, last time I saw him playing, he was up against Ali Mahboud.
Good luck. I tell you what, this Zarko is not much smaller than Ali Mahboud. You can see here the foul, different foul here. There's Leandro just catching Maicon. But you saw the incident before that, the high ball. Every time Zarko is going to get the high ball, you need players running off it. You know he's going to win it probably 9.5 times out of 10. And if they can get bodies around him, then they're going to be dangerous.
No Salam's little dink. He easily dealt with by Fadli Shas. Right, Saeed got the better of Akia. Nazmi doing some defending, effectively so. Ashraf and Nazmi confident enough to play in the corners. That'll be another corner kick though, because having played it well, Ashraf, it came back off him.
Yeah, it did. Look, that was good defending. I mean, when you got him on the back foot there, and you got him in the corner, here it is here. You've got to put pressure, and the pressure came along, and you know what you got a corner, and anything can happen. And if they're going to score goals today, it is going to be from set pieces because of the great height advantage that they have in Ageli and Zarko.
Ageli, number 4, Macon with the set play, 6 in the penalty area. Again, can't beat Shamakuti, who has played as a centre-back, not for Johor, but for the under-23s.
I just don't get it there. That's 2 corners have gone, and you had the 2 big guys at the back post, and the corner's fallen short. They've gone for a near post corner, so I'm a little bit baffled by that.
Shafiq eased off the ball by Ashraf Heikel, but illegally, says referee Carol Azwan. Shafiq again. Cabrera. Shazwan outside. Just got enough there, did Shami, sorry. Korach. Jumps into Fadli. Won the ball. You're an ex-striker, Abbas. That's one of the tricks of your trade. Yeah,
I think it's because he wasn't looking at the ball. I think that's why it's gone against him. But yeah, definitely won the ball. Have a look at here. See, he's not looking at the ball. He's gone, you know what? That's a 50-50 for me. He's just play on there.
Nazmi looks around the corner. Akia at pace against the Gele. Gets the cross. Gets the cross. What terrific defending from Amrul Ashraf.
And Akia did brilliant just to get the ball in the middle there for Shafiq. Give Shafiq at least a chance. Wasn't great defending by Ageli, who probably allowed Akia just to get ahead of him.
But pace is so difficult to defend, Abbas.
It is, and he is quick. To be fair, he is very, very quick, and he done really, really well there.
Cabrera looks for Leandro. Nasalam onto Heikel. Zulkifli, he's got Macon to his right, Korach here to his left. 15 minutes gone. Nasalam once again spreads it out wide. Better play from the students. Shami Sukri, tugged back by Cabrera, free kick. And they've won a couple of corners now a free kick, and you've mentioned it several times, Ageli and Korach, big guys.
And let's hope they can find him. They've had a couple of efforts to find him. Here's a free kick here. Cabrera is just trying to do his defensive duties, and definitely foul there. But good play by UiTM, just switching the ball around and making Johor work. They've got him.
Majid is raiding forward, faced by Amrul.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's just a technical problem, wasn't it? His body was not right there. He didn't have the right balance for the cross, and he is a better player than that.
Adam gives it away to Macon. Macon looking outside, claims for handball by Macon. Ashraf Najul. Aqua's coming back, and Macon is pretty adamant that there was a hand there from Ashraf Abbasad.
You know what? It looked like a handball. Yeah, when you get the replay, I'd love to have a look at it again, because when the ball did drop, it came off either the chest or the hand of the defender.
Shamakuti. All right, let's have a look at the handball once again, Abbas.
Yep. Here's a great ball there by Macon. Oh, yes. And that's a definite handball. You can see his left hand dropping the ball. There it is. He's just cushioned it. And that's an opportunity missed there for UiTM.
Yeah, it's a bit of a let-off for JDT and for Ashraf. As always, we've got the benefit of the replays. So, a lot easier for us.
And it did happen pretty quick, and both players were obviously at the ball together, so at the same time, and the referee was standing behind, so it was a difficult decision to make.
Nazmi, who's had a bright opening 18 and a bit minutes. Ashraf, Akia, Nazmi, Akia, Shafiq, Leandro Velasquez, pushed away, finds Cabrera instead, and Cabrera on his right, just wide.
That's just great, just beautiful play by JDT, keeping the ball, moving the ball, little 1-2s, getting shots on goals.
Mekong caught by Shamakuti, who has sharp elbows.
He's been down 3 times already in the first 20 minutes.
Here's the Leandro effort from earlier on.
And you can see there, Akia to Nazmi, Nazmi to Leandro. One more pass here. If you look at his left, Cabrera all free. One more pass to Cabrera, and it would have been the first goal for JDT.
Once again,
shot, maybe he would have scored. But yeah, look, I agree with you there. Maybe one more pass definitely would have been a goal for Cabrera.
There they are, having a little chat about it. No harm really done. Luciano Figueroa saying, pass, I would have. No, you wouldn't, Luciano. You would.
I think he must have, either he landed it on his ankle or his foot. And you can see there, he's hobbling.
Heavily strapped as well. Already missing Park, who has got a bad knee injury, UiTM. He's a good player, Park. He does give a lot more support going forward. They'll miss him. They'll miss Zulkifli defensively.
Well, let's hope this guy can shake off his injury, because he's looked quite lively, very clever when he's on the ball, and they'll need him. If they're going to unlock this JDT defence, they'll definitely need Mike on the field.
Given back by Fadli Shas. Mekong wearily hobbles his way back onto the field. As soon as the ball comes close, he'll spring into life.
It's that magic spray they get on the outside of the field.
Kifli off Akir Rashid. UiTM 0, Johor Darul Takzim 0. 22 minutes gone. Ashraf Heikel finds himself a little bit of space. Mekong. The matchups anyways. Velasquez sweeps away. Al Hafiz defends well, and Velasquez comes back for more. Round the outside, Ashraf Nazrul Haq. Cross from Ashraf is behind everybody. And that's great desire from Akyar, but illegal.
Illegal, but what a great lead-up play. Again, it's Leandro. When he's on the ball, you know something's going to happen. He always makes something happen. He's always very offensive. He's very direct, and he always wants to attack with the ball. That's just a free kick, but it was just a lead-up play between Nazmi and Akia, and Leandro has been fantastic so far.
Stadium UiTM, a picturesque venue for Premier League and Malaysia Cup football. Johor have played here before in the Piala FA. Mekong. Oh, he was looking for Zulkifli. That's not far away.
No, it wasn't far away. You know, I would have preferred him just to put the ball down and have a shot there. He was right on the edge of the box. But again, you can see what Big Zarko, he's given him a lot of problems with the aerial balls.
Zarko Korach nearly capitalising on a Manchester City-like defensive error. Here's Cabrera. Oof, was looking for Shafiq. Amaral did well. Shafiq can't quite get there because Amaral protects Asfar Shukri.
Yeah, it wasn't great defending by Big Agheli. I think both of the centre-back looked at each other and Shafiq almost sneaked in between. Here it is here. Lovely ball. If that went through, it was one-on-one for Shafiq. But have a look at this. I mean, you can't lay off the striker there. You've got to go through the striker, and Shafiq almost got a one-on-one.
Amarul, yeah, Agheli doesn't attack the ball. It is one of those 50-50s. Shami, back to Asfa. He misdirects it. To be fair, the pitch is a bit bumpy. You were on there before. You did a pitch inspection before the kickoff, Abbas.
You're absolutely right. It is very green. It looks beautiful on the screen, but it is a little bit bumpy, and not surprised.
Shama. Lost it, then won it back. Gave it to Akir Rashid. Great pace from Akir Rashid. Lovely swivel of the hips. Leandro Velasquez. Surrounded in the end by Heikel. Adam Norazlin very tough in the back of Korach.
That's a no-nonsense tackle on the big fellow there, who's giving him a hard job at the moment. But how about Akir's feet there? The quickness of his feet, it was superb to watch. Here's the free kick again. He's just gone straight through the big striker there.
Our director prefers thuggery to skill. Nursalam. Amarul. Al-Hafiz. Salam once again. Good movement from Korach. Flag is up belatedly. A spectacular header clearance from Izan Tarmizi.
Yeah, it was good movement. Look, Johor playing, JDT playing the high line there. There's plenty of space behind, but he just made his run a little bit too early. Well, we can't see it on the screen here, but you can see it. He's not that quick, so he must have jumped the gun there.
Amarul flies into a tackle that leaves Shafiq on the floor.
It's amazing how it's not a free kick. He's gone straight through the back of his legs there, right in front of the referee.
Throw-in will be Johor's. I'm assuming they'll give it straight back. Well, they've had some scares, certainly in the first 5 minutes, UiTM. And Asfa's been by far the busier keeper, but they've more than held their own, have the students from UiTM.
Yeah, they have, and that's just on the back of the misses from JDT. I mean, they had two great chances in the first 5 or 10 minutes. They could have been 2-0 down. As for UiTM's chances, they've been half chances. They really haven't tested the goalkeeper, and that's what they've got to do better in that final third.
Macon, he's got Shami to his right, clipped by Velasquez. Cabrera is incandescent with the decision.
Well, he's saying that he got the ball there. He's saying that he's got the ball as just when Maicon was about to pass the ball. So that's probably why he's gone off at the referee. Here it is here. There's Maicon. And that's a foul. I don't know what he's on about. That's a foul. I mean, that's a tackle from behind, and he never got the ball. There's it. There he goes. And he's gone straight through the side of Maicon.
Nursalam, resplendent in purple tights. He sets the ball down.
Must be your favourite colour, Des.
I think it's a fabulous strip, this UiTM.
Yeah.
Nursalam thinks of Korach. Oh, not far away from Korach. Great header.
Brilliant effort. That's a brilliant header. Not great. That's an absolute brilliant header there by Korach. You can see he's gone on the opposite side of the goalkeeper. He's trying to hit the far post there. And he's headed it side on. So from the side of his head, very, very close to being the first goal for UiTM.
Nazrif, Akia. Velasquez. Nicely played by Al-Hafiz. Ashraf Heikel does well to get the ball out of his feet. Macon is available. Again, the high ball to Korach is the favoured touch. Zulkifli.
Oh.
Well, the pass was perfect, just to the wrong coloured shirt.
Well, when you got your head down and you can't see in front of you, that's what you got to do. He's got to get his head up there. Great opportunity, edge of the box, and just giving the ball away.
Shazwan.
You can see the second ball, the knockdowns, or even the second ball. This is where they've been a big threat. The ball's going to Big Zarko up front, and they've got to do better with the second ball. And they look more dangerous when they're picking up the ball on the edge of the box.
Zulkifli, and taken on by Ashraf Heikel. Saeed overlapping. Ashraf picks up the second ball, and there's players in the penalty area, but too far ahead of him from Ashraf. Adam Noor-Azlin defends well.
What a great chance. That would have been 3-on-3 if he could have held the ball. And yes, it was great defending.
There'll be a break in play because there's a UiTM player down.
There's that touch. There's that touch that let him down there. And just gave the defender enough time to sweep the ball up. I'll tell you who I've been impressed with. Number 16, Shafiq Al-Hafiz in midfield. He's been very strong on the ball. He's been very, very lively, and it's just his work rate's been phenomenal in that middle of the park. So if the other two can start helping him out a little bit more in the middle, they'll be more dangerous. There's that chance by Zarko. Great ball. Look at this. Side of his head, you can see. Look, that wasn't too far. That's not too far. There's that ball just behind the defence. Have a look where he heads it. Just the side of his head, and that just missed.
Zulkifli Zakaria hobbles off. Again, as you said, the ground is fairly hard, so a thumping landing won't have helped him. When he does make it to the sideline, it'll be a throw into UiTM, who are still level with Johor Darul Takzim. They lost 3-1 when they played in the Malaysia Cup group match earlier on at Larkin Stadium. Korach wins the ground, but Akya, that time goes to ground because he's deposited there.
Wow. It's amazing. There's no card for that.
No Salam. Exacting his own little bit of revenge, I think, and then he's quickly onto Leandro Velasquez. JDT coach Benjamin Mora out of his technical area, screaming instructions. I think Shamakuti is his target.
I think there's a few of them his target at the moment. Apart from the first 15 minutes, they've just allowed UiTM to get back into the game.
Shazwan to Adam, onto Shama, onto Fadli. Shamakuti. Is the Shamakuti's best position because, as I say, he's been played as a central defender, as an attacking midfielder. Shafiq Ahmad is beaten by Nur Salam. Al-Hafiz eventually finds his way past Leandro. Yeah, Shamakuti's best position, Abbas?
You know what? I like him as a centre-back, to be honest with you. He's got great speed, he's very composed on the ball, and he's a very good passer of the ball. You saw some of the balls that he's played, the 60-yard cross-field balls he can hit. And he's very strong on the ball also, and he's good in the air. So I don't know if a 6 is his preferable position. I like Harris there better, of course, and I'd like to see Shamir play behind Harris.
Korach and Adam Noor-Azlin, another aerial duel. Great education, continuing education for Adam Noor-Azlin. An old-fashioned number 9 wearing 30. But he is an old-fashioned big man. And UiTM are utilising that.
He reminds me a little bit of Alexander Mitrovic, who plays for, I think, Fulham at the moment.
Poor pass from Fadli Shas. Zulkifli looks for Korach. Adam, another last gasp challenge. The ball wasn't great to Korach.
No, it was played a little bit early for. They're still in it, yeah.
Saeed. Macon beaten. Salam on the edge of the box. He's beaten second ball by Leandro. Finds Cabrera. Skates away from Shami and accelerates into space. Shafiq Ahmad. Amaral was across. Shafiq battles and scraps. Well done, Shafiq Ahmad. Shazwan, Shafiq again. Shazwan Zainam. Looked in the penalty area, nothing available. Akya dances into the penalty area. Hits the floor.
Oh.
Abbas.
Oh, you keep coming back at me. Hey, guy, that looked like a foul. That was inside the box. And I tell you, the referee's just not going to give anything. He hasn't given any yellow cards, but there's been some one or two, naughty tackles. Have a look at this. I mean, that's where you tell me, where does he touch the ball here? That's just a foul. That's a foul from behind, and that should have been a foul.
On the back to live, Korach. He's got Macon in available. No Salam. Ambitious effort from the Salam that nearly catches Izam Tamizi out.
Well, if you don't shoot, you won't score, and he almost did. Obviously, the goalkeeper's hardly had anything to do, and it almost went through his hand. But again, it's that counter-attack, the game. They're inviting Johor to come forward, and they're hitting them on the counter with the ball to the big strike up front, and then they're getting men forward. And have a look at that. You can't blame the ball there. You can only blame the gloves of the goalkeeper, because that's just an easy save. It should have been an easy save for the goalkeeper.
Well, it is a save, but it's not quite in the manner he affected and conceded a corner. Again, Agele, one-on-one. Now then, the break is on. Agele sprints back, the Ugandan. Long legs, catching up with Nazmi. Velasquez, look at the run from Shafiq Ahmed once again. Miscommunication, Velasquez wins it back. Leandro, Akya across the face of goal. That can only be a coat of paint away from the first goal for Johor.
I thought it was going straight into the bottom corner there. Great play again by Leandro. Everything good going forward. He started with Leandro. And Akya I thought he might have shot a little bit early. It's one-on-one situation with his pace. He should just aim up with the number 16 there. But this wasn't a bad effort. I like my wingers to take their players on, especially there. It's just one-on-one. You're isolated one-on-one. He's got all the skill and pace in the world, and he could have got a little bit closer and got maybe an easier shot on goal.
Shazwan took control. Somewhere in the haze, that ball will come down. Macon and Cabrera, physical, acknowledged, fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely, the ball is there to attack, and Macon was just a little bit stronger than Cabrera.
Well, the referee will get some stick here, but the Johor players, they took the free kick from good 10 or 15 metres. You give one, Abbas, you let one go.
That's right.
Here's Macon. Oh, lovely ball, Zulkifli. Can he get the shot away? Zulkifli squares, and Zulkifli scores beautifully for UiTM.
Brilliant, absolutely brilliant by Zulkifli. You want to see a solo goal? That was all Zulkifli. Started with Macon, who played a beautiful pass, and Zulkifli beat two players and then beat the goalkeeper through his legs.
The students are very, very happy. Zulkifli Zakaria with his first Malaysia Cup goal.
Have a look at this. Both centre-backs. It's taken Adam out of the contention, beats him inside and outside, and puts the ball. I thought it went through the goalkeeper's leg, but it didn't. It's gone over the right foot of the leg. Have a look at this. He's got so much to do. Two centre-backs aiming up. Not great defending there. Allowed him to go on the outside, and he finished it beautifully. You know what? They deserve it, because the last 10 minutes, they've been playing some really good football, UiTM, and they really deserve this goal.
Well, in 4 matches, UiTM have lost all 4 to Johor Darul Takzim, but Zulkifli Zakaria's 39th minute goal suggests that they are going to go into half-time with a precious lead. Who would have thought?
No, not the way they started. I mean, JDT could have been 2 or 3 goals up, and probably, you know, on the power play so far, JDT should be maybe 2 goals in front. But you've got to take your chances, and Zakaria took his chance absolutely brilliant.
Gonzalo Cabrera. Dancing feet to Akia, to Asrif. Saeed defends. UiTM, their main task now is to stay 1-0 up by half-time.
Yeah, they've got to stay focused, but they can't just sit back and defend, because there's a long way until this game ends. So they've just got to continue playing the way they have been.
Adam Noor Aslin is up in the penalty area, as is Fadli Shas. Instead, they come out to Nazmi. Nazmi. Oh. Another coat of paint.
Wow. I thought the keeper saved that, but it must have just missed. Again, they've just gone to sleep again. Now have a look at these. There's two or three JDT players standing outside the box, and Nazmi gets it. Lovely first start. He cushions it with his left foot, and he just got all the time in the world to aim up at the goal. It's gone through so many bodies, and the keeper must have read that very well to let it go. Here it is again. I mean, there's just no pressure. You've got to defend better than that. You can't have all the players in the box and nobody outside the box defending the ball that's going to go outside.
Ashraf Haikal does well. Nasalam back to Agele. Oh, Nazmi chases. The little group of students up on the to the left of us says victory is nothing, or victory or nothing.
Well, they've come to life, haven't they?
Exactly, and I was thinking before, that's a bit ambitious. Well, it's not ambitious now.
No, they haven't. They've been fighting hard, and they've stayed in the contest. You've got to stay in the contest against a JDT team. Any JDT lineup, you've got to stay in the contest, because they don't have any poor players. They've got good players all over the park, and they have. They've rode their luck a little bit in the first 15, 20 minutes, and they've got the goal they deserve, because they've been very, very good in the last 15 minutes.
UiTM's last victory was on May the 18th. Since then, 9 defeats, 3 draws. But here they lead.
It will be the 18th at midnight, so I don't know if that got anything to do with it. This is another great chance, another set piece. I think he's going to go for goal.
Korach tried to dip it late. It was coming down. He scored from a free kick from about 25 metres in the first game.
He's a big lad. He's got plenty of power. It's a long way. It's a long way away there.
A reminder, at half-time, before the commercial breaks, we have got full highlights as Shafiq Ahmad is beaten by Amal Ashraf.
Yeah, good defending there by Ashraf. Again, another clever ball by Cabrera. They are the heartbeat of this JDT team, Cabrera and Leandro. Whenever they're on the ball, always something's going to happen.
Shamakuti on to Fadli. Akia did well to smuggle it clear to Leandro. We've seen plenty of the ball. 90 seconds to half-time. Space for Shazwan. Cabrera. Just a little toe poke important from Shami Shukri.
Yeah, again, good defending. They're very, very compact. I think they've learnt their lesson. They're not allowing the ball between the lines there, and they're keeping a good eye on Cabrera and Leandro, who are the 2 most dangerous players on the field for JDT.
Shamakuti. Adam Noor Aslim. Plenty of red and blue in the UiTM half. Velasquez. Good play from Ashraf Haikal. Won the ball from Velasquez, who really has been very busy.
And the two centre midfielders I just spoke about, they've worked so hard, Nursalam and Ashraf there. They've been very, very good. And again, first to the ball and deservedly gets a free kick. They're not allowing Leandro now to make any impact on the game, which he did in the first 15, 20 minutes.
UiTM 1, Johor Darul Takzim 0. Zulkifli Zakaria with the only goal of the first half on 39 minutes. It's after a plethora of chances for the visitors. And as Abassad, guest commentator, says, it's taking the chances that's important. 2 minutes to add. As again, Velasquez invites Nazmi Faiz Mansour forward. It's behind Cabrera.
Not the greatest pass there by Nazmi, but you can see his intentions there. They've got to get the ball to Cabrera's feet. I mean, he's been the most dangerous player whenever he's got the ball in those wide areas, and he's cutting it inside and finding players on the run.
Shamakuti driving forward like we've not seen, barged off it by Shami Shukri, and a free kick in an area that is very dangerous and difficult to defend.
Yeah, it's a silly free kick. I mean, he's going nowhere. He's going away from goal. He's running towards the corner flag there. As you can see, Shami is going absolutely nowhere. You just got to stay with him. Stay on your feet. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 purple shirts around him. And you don't do that. You don't do that.
If they concede from this, it'll be a costly error.
Wouldn't want to be the player at half-time with the coach.
Shamakuti's ball, and they do concede. Adam Noor Aslin.
That's incredible. One mistake. Great header by Adam. Great ball by Adam there. And you know what? It was a super ball by Shamir. He whipped that in with a lot of pace, a lot of power, and all Adam had to do is just get his head to it and just guide it along. And you can't say they don't deserve it because they've created a lot of chances. There's there, whipped it beautifully. Adam first to the ball. Oh, goalkeeper. I don't know. You ought to look at it again. Surely, goalkeeper, go with 2 hands. 2 hands would have saved it. 1 hand, it's a goal.
Fine header from Adam Noor Aslin, his first Malaysia Cup goal. And it's parity for Johor at half-time. Nobody can say they don't deserve it, but for the students, it's a sickener because the half-time whistle goes. Abassad, Adam Noor Aslin's equaliser in first half injury time is like a punch into the guts for the students.
It is. It's a horrible mistake and a horrible goal to concede right on the death. They worked so hard to get in front. You know, they had to defend very, very hard. And to give JDT any chance or half a chance, you know they were going to take one. And they had about 3 or 4 really good opportunities, which they didn't. So you can't say it's not a fair result. 1-1 is a fair result.
Half-time, UiTM 1, Johor Darul Takzim 1. Highlights coming your way instantly. Best of the action from the first half. UiTM in resplendent purple versus the champions of Malaysia, Johor Darul Takzim. Inside the first couple of minutes, good play from Shafiq Ahmad, but a swing and a miss from Akir Rashid. Abassad alongside in the commentary box. Abbas, this was a glorious opening.
It was a horrible miss there by Akir, who's had a good game. Look, I was impressed. He rebounded very, very well after that. This is the other one here to Cabrera, Nazmi to Cabrera. Again, didn't really get that much of contact on the ball. Better contact, would have been the first goal, but you've got to credit the goalkeeper too. He did get a hand and a good save.
It was all Johor going forward. Once again, this is Velasquez. Fadli Shas firing over the top. Constant pressure. Yeah, constant
pressure. It was all JDT. First 20-25 minutes was all. And on the back of Leandro and Cabrera, that was a difficult chance there for Fadli Shas.
Once again, coming forward. This is to Leandro. Spins, makes a good save, does Asfa. The ball's not cleared when it comes out. Just after that, there's another chance.
Yeah, look, you got to love the lead-up play there. It was beautiful passes, great movement, and a great save by the goalkeeper.
Again, this is 20 minutes in. Gonzalo Cabrera curls one just wide of the post.
Yeah, brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant, Cabrera. He's hardly lost the ball. He's made so many chances for his teammate, and he almost made a chance there for himself.
But you said if they stay in the game, there's a chance, and Korach gets a header, an awkward header, but brilliantly converts it near into the far post.
He did, and that's where they've been very dangerous with their height, with Ageli and Zarko there up front. Almost got the first one. And this is another great chance. Well, not really. It was just a shot on goal, but the keeper almost muffed it up and gave UiTM their first goal. Luckily, he got enough hand on it just to push the ball over the bar.
No, Salim it was who was denied, and then Akir Rashid fizzes the outside of the post. He thinks that's in. You thought that was in?
Yeah, I thought that was in. I just thought he was going straight in the bottom right-hand side corner. And there it is. There's his strike. Very, very unlucky there by Akir.
And then the only goal of the first half. Zulkifli does so well. Beats two players, slides it under goalkeeper Isam Tommy.
Yeah, this is just an individual goal. Lovely ball by Maikon, but this is just individual goal by Zulkifli Zakaria there. Beautiful finish to beat the goalkeeper and give them that 1-0 nil.
It ends a long, barren spell for them. They nearly conceded within a minute, though. Time and space for Nazmi fires Manso that same coat of paint.
Yeah, too much time there for Nazmi. Not great defending there. And Nazmi again, like Akir, just missed that bottom post again.
But eventually the pressure told. First half injury time. Adam Noor Aslin converts from a Shamakuti free kick.
Yeah, beautiful whip ball there by Shamir. And Adam just gets his head to it. Yeah, look. It wasn't great defending there for the header, and it wasn't goalkeeping, to be honest with you. I thought if he went with two hands, the goalkeeper probably would have saved it.
Adam Noor Aslin with his first goal. He's rare for a centre-back to score for Johor. Maurizio, the other one, in a game against PKMP. But at half-time, it is Johor Darul Takzim being held by UiTM. Half-time with analysis to come immediately after the break. It's UiTM 1.
Brian kini sedang rancang beraksi menonton perlawanan bola sepak.
Welcome back to Stadium UiTM. Half-time here in the Piala Malaysia group match between UiTM and JDT. One apiece, that's a surprise. But Kedah and Terengganu look like they are through or making good progress through to the next round, and that one of those will be playing Johor Darul Takzim in the quarterfinals this weekend. Kedah leading by 2-1. Rodriguez with a goal just before half-time after Igor Lewis had equalised. Two early goals, one for Cheche Kipre and one for Sanjay Shakhmadov, give Terengganu a 2-0 lead over the already eliminated PKNS. So let's focus on this game here at Stadium UiTM. Johor, a much-changed Johor Darul Takzim, but it gave us an opportunity to look at some of the young players. Abbas Saad alongside me in the commentary box today. Abbas, firstly, welcome back to Malaysia. You must be enjoying your spying mission. And what are you thinking of JDT in this first 45?
JDT started the match unbelievably. I mean, the first 15-20 minutes, they kept the ball, they kept moving. They made chances, and the only problem with JDT's play was just not converting. And you've got to convert your chances. And they just kept UiTM in the game in the first 15-20 minutes, and they'll be very disappointed with that. That's about it.
Okay, we've got some highlights to illustrate exactly what you were talking about. Akir Rashid, he had a chance within the first minute. If he scores this, his confidence is high, but it's a swing and a miss.
It is a swing and a miss. It's a bad miss. It was bad defending. Shafiq did super well there to get the ball to Akir and, get a goal early on, the first 2 minutes. I mean, that would have opened the gates.
But this was better. 36 minutes in, he's a whisker away from the goal.
He is a whisker away. I mean, he's had two great chances at goal. He's been great on the ball. He's created chances for his team. He's been very, very lively. And the only thing he's missing, it's just a goal. And hopefully, if he does get another chance, he will take his chances.
Mr. Reliable for JDT this year has been Gonzalo Cabrera. He came perilously close to opening the scoring in 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the park without a shadow of doubt. I mean, he's created chances for his teammates. You can see there, he's running off the ball is superb. He just didn't get enough contact on that and gave the goalkeeper a chance to save it. But he'd be disappointed with the finish.
They've also had other chances, but there was a penalty claim by UiTM in a rare attack forward. Asrif, does he catch the ball with his hand here?
Well, I thought so. Look, you can see, great ball there by Maikon. There it is. He's cushioned the ball down with his hand. I mean, it had to touch his hand. If it touched his chest, anywhere in his chest, then probably the ball would have rebounded a little bit further. Look, maybe one that got away. But on the power of play, 1-1 is a decent scoreline for UiTM. If Johor had taken the chances early on, we wouldn't be talking about a 1-1 half-time game. We probably would be talking about maybe a 3 or 4 lead for JDT.
We'll get to the goals in just a little while, but I know you like Leandro Velasquez. Before the game, you were saying you like him. He's been central to everything they've done that's good.
Yeah, he's sensational. He's just, I mean, the ball just sticks to his feet. He's just like a mini Messi. I know it's a big comparison, but look at his first touch. His awareness is superb. He knows where he is on the field so well. He passes the ball when he has to pass it. He can shoot. He can do everything, and he's just controlled the whole game with Cabrera in that final third for JDT, and he's looked very, very menacing all throughout the 45 minutes.
You said it could have been a lot more than 1-1. There was a penalty claim on Akir Rashid. You're pretty adamant that should have been given.
Well, if it's in the box, and I'll have to look at it again, is it outside the box or in the box? Probably outside the box, the first contact, definitely a foul. Absolutely foul. I can't see the defender getting any touches on the ball there. But the referee just doesn't want to give any penalties today, so it's okay.
Okay, right. And in the latter stages, UiTM really improved, and Korach was central to everything they did. This is fabulous.
It is fabulous. It's a great effort. I mean, side of his head there. He's trying to hit the opposite corner of the goalkeeper. He's been a threat. Anything aerial, he's won everything, and so he should. He's a big lad, and he's won everything in the air, and he's been a very thorn in JDT's defence all 45 minutes.
And beginning to get a bit of support as well. Nus Salam coming up from central midfield, hits it well, but I tell you what, Isam Tomizi's relieved there.
The keeper is very, very relieved. It's just an easy save for the goalkeeper, but Nur Salam has worked so hard for UiTM in that middle of the park. It probably deserves a goal. It's probably the furthest he's gotten up the park because he's been defending the whole bloody game.
The goal that did come, though, it shook everybody. 39 minutes gone. Zulkifli Zakaria holds off 2 challenges, then beats the keeper.
Yeah, look, he showed great strength. Absolute great strength there. There he is there. He chests it down. He had two defenders. He beats them on the inside and outside, and he finishes it well. That's just a great solo goal by Zulkifli Zakaria, who deserved it. He's been very, very hard working. He's been toiling very, very hard up front with Zarko. And UiTM thought, hey, it's Christmas has come very, very soon.
And we said in commentary, hold on, hold on, hold on. They didn't. Adam Norazlin curls in a great header from a fabulous ball in.
Yeah, fabulous ball. It's all down to Shami. He wins the free kick. He takes a free kick. You can see that little bit of deflection from the free kick there. Puts the defender off, whose first movement was to the right. Gives Adam enough time to head the ball, but the goalkeeper's got to do better. You got to go with two hands, Des. You're a former goalkeeper. You can't go with one hand with that much power on the head.
Abassad, who knows a little bit about winning the Malaysia Cup. Talk to me about the second half. Are we going to see much the same of JDT trying to impose their passing game on UiTM?
Yeah, they're going to do. Look, they've controlled the whole match the whole pretty much 45 minutes, maybe 40 out of the 45 minutes. If they can do the same thing, if they're allowed to create chances, if they're allowed to get ball between the lines, especially in the final third to Leandro and Cabrera, then they are going to score goals. They know they've got goals in them. Where UiTM, they've got to defend really, really well and just hope that Zakaria and Zarko up front can get one or two chances, maybe from set pieces or on the counter-attack to get a goal.
You're just off a 2-year coaching stint yourself at Sydney Olympic, one very, very successful season. But at half-time in this scenario, we've got a bunch of young players as you had in your second year. How do you encourage them? What do you say? Do you just say they're better than you, but you've got to put the tackles in? What's your tactic?
No, it's got to be positive. You've got to go with a winning mentality. Even when you go out there, you can't be afraid. Yes, you've got to work hard as a team. You've got to stay really compact, but you can't not play. You've got to play. I mean, you can't win a game without the ball. So I'll be telling them, keep the ball in great areas and let's try and hurt them.
Well, they've hurt them once already. 1-1 it is at half-time. Players are coming back out for the second half. UiTM in their beautiful purple strips. I do like this kit. I'm gonna buy one of these, actually. JDT, everyone wears JDT. Let's have UiTM instead. But Abassar, great analysis from that first 45 minutes. And... well, for Johor Darul Takzim, Benjamin Moore, he's not a screamer or a shouter. He's a talker, but maybe some stern words are required because after the first 25 minutes, the foot seemed to come off the gas.
Yeah, look, it's that killer instinct. That's what's let them down in the first 45 minutes. I mean, they've played the game beautifully. There's been some great lead-up play. There's been great movement. Great chances, but you just got to take your chances, and that's what he'd be disappointed with. It's that killer instinct in front of goal. Let's just take our chances, guys. Put them away, because they know if they can go 2-1 up, they can go 3-1, 4-1, because they've got all the firepower to hurt UiTM.
In the 4 matches between these two sides, Johor have scored at least 3 goals on all 4 of the matches. A 5 and a 4 in the Piala FA, and a 3-2 last year in the Piala FA. 3-1 here. Oh, sorry, at the Larkin Stadium. All just about underway for the second half. Likely that Terengganu will be quarter-final opponents for Johor at the half-time results if they stay like that.
That would be a tasty quarter-final. I think Johor or Terengganu JDT or Kadar JDT.
Oh, Asfar nearly caught by Shafiq Ahmad, who is then, he argues, pushed to the ground by Asfar. We'll play on in just a moment. Fadli Shas is there.
I just can't believe what I saw there from the goalkeeper.
That is a foul against Akya. And Leandro is saying, why wasn't it a penalty? Abassad, why wasn't it a penalty?
Well, I'm just still shaking my head. That is a penalty. I mean, the keeper just flung Shafiq right down to the ground from his error, and that should have been a penalty.
Maybe very early in the half. Referee was a little bit distant. Oh, lovely overlapping play. And Shazwan's cross is deep to Akya. He tries to cushion it back successfully to Azrif. Azrif once again. And this time, Asfar is far more certain.
With his hands. With his hands and his feet. There's a chance again. There's a penalty shout. Have a look at this. I really don't know what the keeper's trying to do. Right, left, and look at this. You can't do that. You just can't push the player away. And he's very, very lucky not to give a penalty away.
But he didn't. And they've survived more than their fair share of scares, have UiTM today, and still level at 1 apiece. Nazmi, good awareness, a little look up as he received the ball, like that. Leandro, Shamakuti. That time Shazwan was looking up when he received the ball. But you can see the way the players are being coached. Good habits. Keep the ball moving.
That's right, just play as you see it and play the ball and move. That's all they've got to do. And they've got great movement. And when you've got players like this guy on the ball, all you got to do is just run it. He will find you.
Agele. Long spidery legs. Shafiq. Akia, offside. Just too far ahead of Saeed, that left back.
Just too quick, isn't he?
Let's give you the starting 11s, or the 11s as they are for now, for UiTM. Asfar Shukri is in goal. Shami Shukri, Bernard Agele, Amrul Ashraf and Saeed Arif along the back. Nur Salam, Nashraf Haikal with Shafiq Al-Hafiz in midfield. Mekon, Zulkifli and Korach up front. There indeed is the lineup scrolling along the bottom of your screen. And it breaks to Mekon. Nice turn from the Brazilian. Tries to play the ball into Zulkifli, the goal scorer.
Wow. I thought that could have been a corner there. I thought the fullback there, I think Azrif must have got a touch there, but the referee again just gives it a goal kick.
That time there was no complaint from any players, so he's probably got that right. Cabrera into Shafiq. Shafiq to Akia. Akia, Cabrera. And that has bounced off Gonzalo Cabrera.
Great chance there again. Again, it's just great movement. It's just the ball movement. It's just superb to watch. Cabrera there to Shafiq. And Shafiq to Akia. And Akia trying to find Cabrera and Shafiq on the run. Here it is here. Ball gets to the winger. And have a look at the run. Both striker and winger making the run inside. Just unlucky. Both just got in each other's way, to be honest with you.
UiTM 1, Johor Darul Takzim 1 somehow. The Johor starting 11. Nizam Tarmizi between the sticks. Back four, much changed. 8 changes from the side that secured the excellent 3-2 victory at PJ City in a really hard-fought match on the other side of KL. Actually, no, it's in Selangor, isn't it? Just down the road, actually. MPBJ, Shamakuti. Can't take that on his right foot. Adam Norazlin, score of the equaliser, finds Akia. Leandro keeps it moving, Shama. Everything's 1-2 touch. Oh, Akia Rashid. That's twice now. He's fizzed one.
He's getting closer. He's getting closer. And again, the build-up play is beautiful. Great ball movement, great combinations on the edge of the box. Shami is starting everything. Lovely first-time pass there by Cabrera to Akia. He's done everything right there. You can't fault him. He's hit that too perfect, I think.
Asfar was almost applauding. That aberration apart for the penalty not given in the first minute of the second half. He's been very good as for Shukri. Goalkeepers need to be very good against Johor. Saeed Arif. Zulkifli's turned Azrif. Zulkifli's got Korach in the middle. Still Zulkifli. Oof. Adam Norazlin got an important right toe in there. Nazmi Faiz. To Shamakuti. Agele. Well, that was interesting. Prior to that, oh,
well, as you stay on his feet. He's got to stay on his feet. He's a monster of a player. He's so big. And you can't tell me Shafiq just knocked him down there. Come on, that's just too easy for me. Have a look at this. Have a look at this, Des. I bet you can't do that, Des.
Not too sure you can have us.
No, I definitely can't do that.
Korach. The effort comes in from Macon.
Lovely knockdown there by Zarko, and Macon probably could have done better on his favourite left foot too.
Well, for once they did get somebody around the knockdown from Zarko Korach. Nazmi. Plenty of incidents in this opening 7 minutes of the second half. No goals, though. The goals came in the last 7 minutes of the first half. Adam Norazlin, one of those scorers. Cabrera. Shazwan. Al-Hafiz covering him.
Oh, he's turning around in Cabrera. He's a joy to watch. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
He's an 8 on 10 every game, isn't he, Gonzalo Cabrera?
He is.
Shama. You have 5 or 6 people giving you 8 on 10 every game, you won't go too far wrong.
No, you won't. Well, to be fair, JDT this year, I think most of their players have given them an 8 or a 10. That's why they've been so superior.
Ashraf, Shafiq, Nazmi, Shafiq. Agele was over quickly to snuff out the danger, but at the expense of a corner.
Yeah, again, that's better defending there, but great combination, understanding the edge of the box. There it is, Shafiq and Nazmi there, and Shafiq's just work rate on and off the ball has been super to watch.
It's a real feature of his game. We first noticed it, I think, in the AFC Champions League matches when he was given the opportunity in the home game and scored in that game against Yeongnam and ran Yeongnam ragged.
And you can see he's very, very fit. He's an athletic player. He's not slow, and he's very, very physical when he has to be. He holds the ball very, very well. But it's his movement that I really like. He's never static. He's always on the move, looking for opportunities, and that's what makes him so dangerous.
So it was the Shandong game. I do apologise, but that, and he's taken that onto the international stage. The goals against Indonesia and against UAE, of course. Velasquez finds Nazmi again. Twice that has moved. That move has worked.
Yeah, but surely UiTM have got to get hold of that move, and that's on 2 occasions, just giving Nazmi enough room on the edge of the box. We saw in the first half with his right foot he almost scored, and he'd be disappointed. He had a good look. Hey, have a look at that. He could have dummied there and gone back on his right foot and had a clear shot on goal again.
Decent crowd at Stadium UiTM. The main grandstand where we are situated is full. Stands opposite us, half full. As Korach is manhandled, or does the manhandling, says Karel Aswan. You're not quite on the same wavelength as the ref today, are you?
No, I'm not. I mean, that's just a clear foul on the defender. He's just never allowed the striker to compete or jump.
So Kifley did well. Korach tried to go on the inside. Adam Norazlin. Composed defending. Shama was available. UiTM shuffle back in there to their familiar 4-5-1 when defending. Cabrera looks for a little bit of space. Nazmi. Cabrera. Rare mistake, but everything from Leandro Velasquez is positive. He looks forward first.
That's why he's so dangerous, because he's always looking forward. He's always looking to play the ball between the lines, to feet, and he's got runners going there. It's probably an odd mistake there by Cabrera. He was in 2 minds to flick it to his striker or to take it on himself, and it would have been better if he took it on himself.
Al-Hafiz round the corner, looks for Macon. He's got Korach in the middle. Zulkifli arriving late, but Macon on his own. Macon blocked down by Fadli Shas.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to get on his left foot, which he did, and got blocked there.
Nasalam clipped by Leandro Velasquez. No more. And Nasalam was having a little chunter towards the referee.
Well, he's been a few naughty tackles himself, so I think it's been quite even there in the middle of the park. And he's done very well, Nasalam. It's just a typical midfielder or attacking player's tackle there.
Abasad, formerly of Singapore and Johor, in the analyst chair for today. Most recently, coach at Sydney Olympic as Zarko Korac. I know Zarko can hit them from this kind of distance because I've seen him do it. Korac. Straight into Shamakuti. Syed Arif. This time Fadli steps in. Shama looks for Shafiq. Agele lets it bounce. Cardinal Sim for a central defender, but he was cool enough to recover. Heikel. Agele. Saeed loses out. Now then, Shafiq Ahmad. Terrific effort. Good save.
Brilliant effort there by Shafiq, and yes, terrific save by the goalkeeper. It was great, not great play there on that touchline, just giving JDT a chance. Here it is here, mistake, lovely vision there by
We're
Nazmi.
back live because Velasquez drove in, and Korac is furious with his defenders, particularly Syed Arif, because there was communication to go out and stop the short corner, and he just didn't listen.
That's right. There was two on absolutely nobody there, and Velasquez, Leandro just drives in there, and are lucky not to get the ball past the first two defenders.
Hazwan Bakri is on, I can tell you that, for Johor Darul Takzim. Corner comes in, Agele's clearance, Hazwan, and in from Fadli Shas.
Wow. Great finish there by the centre-back. And Hazwan, great assist. First touch, assist for Fadli Shas. What a great finish by the centre-back.
Both centre-backs on the score sheet today, and Fadli, it's a composed finish into the top corner, but it's a set play which will disappoint UiTM.
It was a set play. It should have been dealt with there from the first one. Here it is. Here's the first ball. I mean, come on, Agele, you've got to head the ball. He's 7 foot tall. Did head the ball. Didn't deal with the second chance, and allowed it. Have a look at this. You cannot duck. You've got to head that. That's just poor by the big centre back, and that's even poorer. Hazwan just plays the ball to Fadli Shas, but what a finish. That's a striker's finish.
Zulkifli. Fadli scoring just before the hour. Zulkifli onto Heikel. Heikel couldn't keep it alive, and Nizam Tamiz made a comfortable catch anyway.
It's just catch-up football now. Now that Johor is in front, it's just going to be difficult. They are going to open up. If they're going to open up, then JDT is going to hit them on the counter and with more chances. And it's going to be a long game here for UiTM unless they get back into the game right next. They've got to score next.
I'm assuming Fadli wasn't going for goal there.
I think he was looking for Akia, and even Akia is not that quick.
So Hazwan Bakri is on up front for Shafiq Ahmad in the build-up to the corner. That's what we saw, and I can tell you one of the under-19 graduates is coming on. Ramadan Saifullah Usman is coming on for Akia Rashid. Akia so often the substitute himself. So let's have a look at what the youngster can do. So there's confirmation of Hazwan on for Shafiq. That's change number 1. And there is Ramadan. And he will be out to prove that, hey, I'm worth a chance to train with the first team squad.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity, and it's the way to go. You've got to give these young players a chance, especially in a game like this where really the result means nothing, with JDT already through to the quarterfinals. And I think Akio, just resting Akio, he's looked very, very lively. And he's definitely going to be used in the quarterfinals.
Zulkifli just dispossessed by speedy Ashraf. And here's Ramadan once again. Elsewhere, Kedah 2, Negri Sembilan 1. And PKNS leading 2-0. As Cabrera is just snuffed out. Ramadan, Shama. Ramadan, who's a powerful, strong player, likes to take his player on, as you can see, and slides it inside to Shamakuti. The Salam is over. There's a Gele. Another not perfect clearance from Agele.
Yeah, no, he's made a mistake, the big centre-back. He's got to do better than that. And again, they're just turning the ball over to JDT and inviting JDT to attack them once again. I said you can't win a game without the ball, and at the moment, UiTM can't keep the ball. And JDT eventually are going to hurt you if you keep on giving the ball.
As it stands, Johor, we know, have topped this Group B. It's either PKMP or PJ City who play in a winner-takes-all match on Friday. Match you can watch on the Malaysian Football Channel, on iFlix, and on Singtel. Macon, nice little touch. Korach made a great run. Adam Norazlin saw the run and reacted.
He's done well, Adam, this second half. He hasn't given Darko any chances.
Ramadan, chance to run. He's got Hazwan in the middle. Ramadan on his own. Oh. Slips at the inopportune time and then dispossessed.
It was unlucky there by the youngster.
Think forward, and Korach, credit to Zarko Korach. He's worked, he's chased, he's grafted.
He never gives up, does he? He had no chance on that one, but he kept going. There's that chance there by Ramadan. Beautiful ball by Nazmi. He's cut in, he's sold the fullback, he's trying to have a shot, and I think he hit an iceberg there and he just kept sliding. Lovely play there by the youngster. He's had a good look at goal. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to hit it with his left foot, bend it maybe around the keeper, but he just slipped at the wrong time.
I think there's going to be a need for a substitution change, as Hazwan is getting some advice from Benjamin Mora, the JDT head coach. Luciano Figueroa enjoying himself. Must be a rare moment to enjoy. No real pressure on Johor this game, although there's always pressure on Johor.
There's always pressure on these players. I mean, they're one of the best players in the whole country, and whenever they play, they've set a standard, JDT, over the years, and they want to win every game.
Here's the goal from 39th minute.
Zakaria.
Zulkifli Zakaria, and then the equaliser. First half injury time, Abbas.
Yeah, great header there by Adam. And like I said before, the keeper probably will look at himself there with the save. This is just poor defending. And on two times by Big Agali there. But let's not take away from the finish there by Fazli Shah. It was a beautiful, beautiful left foot by Fazli.
Both centre-backs scoring for Johor Darul Takzim. That doesn't happen too often. Change is made. Isman Solihin is on for the goal scorer, Zulkifli Zakaria.
And they're going to miss him. He's been the best player. He's been the most potent attacking player for UiTM.
Isman chases and is beaten not once but twice by Leandro Velasquez.
He's just got great food, hasn't he?
Cabrera. Shama. They have shown one or two party tricks today. Johor, it'll get deadly serious though once the quarter-finals kick in. A trip up to Kuala Terengganu looks likely. on Saturday.
Very, very, very tasty encounter there. Obviously, Terengganu, very, very solid team. On their day, they can beat anybody. And JDT's got a big, big contest in his quarterfinals.
Semi-finals last year, Terengganu beat Johor 3-2 on aggregate. Ramadan. Isman. Korach. Bundled off the ball by Shamakuti. Your thoughts on Shamakuti's performance? It's a big day for him.
Yeah, he's done a great job. I think he's done a terrific job. He's just held that middle of the park. He's played it very, very simple. He's won his tackles when he has to. I mean, he's a screener. He's a screener for the back four, and he's a screener for the two attacking midfielders in Nazmi and Leandro. So on the ball, he's been good. He's given away the ball 1 or 2 times, but 90% of the time, he's hit his target.
Ramadan, he's been given plenty of the ball. Tell you what, it might not be Terengganu they're going to, it might be Al Star, because Negri have equalised against Kedah. Whoa.
That's a big shocker.
And I'm sure Kedah, a victory for Kedah guarantees them top spot and they avoid Johor.
I don't think anybody wants to play JDT, but if you want to win this trophy...
Shazwan to Hazwan! That time Ageli makes a fine saving tackle.
He did. That was a great chance there for Hazwan, but it was great defended by Ageli. Like I said, if you're gonna win this cup, you've got to beat everybody, and anybody comes your way. Great lead-up play, beautiful cutback there for Hazwan, and Ageli did the job there defending. Lovely play there, lovely cutback, and Hazwan definitely on target, but good defending.
And with that, we will take an enforced break that the players are allowed because of the haze. They're allowed a water break just to make sure those lungs are protected, because the haze is, even though we're used to it, you're not used to it, you're just back from Oz, aren't you? But
yep.
even though we're kind of used to it, it does affect the quality, it does affect the breathing, it does affect so much.
Yeah, look, it's brilliant for the players to be playing the game, and you know, they're taking risks, obviously, health risks, and you can see it. I mean, looking at the haze, it's very, very low on the stadium. Looking at these chances, this is the first goal here by Zulkifli Zakaria. Brilliant solo goal. Finishes it off beautifully there, and he's going to be missed now. He's come off. This is the equaliser. Shamir's ball, a little bit of deflection, takes it to Adam. Adam gets a header, and the keeper couldn't get 2 hands on it. And this is the not the winning goal, but the second goal, the goal that gives JDT the head. Fazli Shah's absolutely brilliant. 2 centre backs. How good is that?
It's a great finish by Fazli. It's so cool. Just buries it into the top corner, literally.
And this young lad here the young man on screen here talking to his coach, he's pretty good actually. He's been very lively on his feet, and he's very, very confident when the ball's at his feet too.
Travelling Ultras are happy.
I think they're always happy, aren't they? They just love singing, and it's, you know, they've been entertained over the years by this JDT squad.
When we resume after the enforced water break, 20 minutes to play. Nazmi fires Mansour and Velasquez. More football coming your way on Singtel on Friday. PKMP versus PJ City. Velasquez corner. Out by Korach. Ramadan. Confident enough to take on his man, Cabrera. That's deflected. And safely collected.
Just as well as deflected, it was definitely on target. Yeah, lovely play by the young guy, Ramadan. Whoa.
Korach can chase. Is alert enough.
Yeah, very, very good goalkeeping. You've got to sweep that roll there, the ball over the top. It was always going to be the goalkeeper's ball skidding off the turf.
Maycom. He looked up and he's got Korich in the middle. Not an awful lot of support elsewhere. Nasalam, who's been neat and tidy in midfield. Amaral. It's over. Here's one. Now then, Maycom. Korach. Maycom, well played by Heikel. Maycom again. Keeping hold of the ball, you said, was so important for UiTM. And they have, but they've been forced backwards and given it away. And Azmi couldn't keep his feet.
When you get forced backwards, you're going to get forced errors too, and you don't want to be forced errors in your half, and that's where you're going to get punished. But at least they're keeping the ball, and they've got to do that. But they just need a little bit more motion and a little bit more movement, especially in that final third. Here it is here.
Here's one's done brilliantly. Looks for Korach, couldn't lift the ball over.
Wow.
That's a chance. Shami Shukri.
Absolutely, a huge chance there. That final ball just had to get past the first hurdle, the first defence there, to Zarko, who's the big striker, was by himself in the 6-yard box, but just couldn't get the ball past him.
UiTM 1, Johor Darul Takzim 2. We're into the final quarter of the game, as Velasquez finds Adam Noor Azlin, scorer of the first half equaliser that was so important for Johor. Possessional stats massively in the Southern Tigers' favour. Velasquez was looking for Ramadan. Heikel, good power from Heikel, asks Maycom to run. And again, good cover from Adam Noor Azlin.
He's done well, Adam, in the second half. He was didn't start the game very well. I thought Zarko was a better play.
Some effort from Heikel. Ashraf Heikel forcing Izam into a tidy save.
That's the first time I think two of the midfielders have had that much room on the edge of the box, and there's the goalkeeper. He's not happy with his defenders there, giving him so much time to have a pot at goal there. Here it is here. That's just too much room. Nobody from the JDT defence stepping up, and a good shot there, and a good save.
Maycom's ball, Korach header, comfortable for it. Izam, then he looks for Velasquez. Ramadan has made the run. Waiting for support, Ramadan. Finds it, has one. Velasquez. Still Velasquez. It'll be a yellow card for sliding in with too much aggression. It's the modern interpretation, Abbas.
Yeah, I know, but there was no malice in that. You can see it. He's definitely going for the ball, but I can see the interpretation now. These days, you just can't show your studs. Here it is here. I don't think his studs was up, but he definitely went for the ball there. Just overcooked it there on the dribble, and he's just trying to go for the ball.
Korach does well. Maycom. You know, there's a goal in UiTM yet. You can feel it. This isn't safe for Johor. No,
it's not safe. No game is safe as long as you continue to be positive and to play forward and look for a goal, look for an opportunity. Opportunities are going to be made, but you just got to take those opportunities coming your way.
Here's on Salihin. Bangs it in, looking for a corner. In the end, doesn't even get a throw-in. Gives away the free kick.
Oh, that was a tired tackle there. He's pushed forward, and you can see he's had a decent game, Nur Salim there.
Shama. Velasquez and Nazmi. remains. Kedar 2, Negri 2. PKS 0, Terengganu 2. Cabrera bamboozling Shami Shukri. Al Hafiz belts it clear to Korach, takes it beautifully and is then caught in the calf by Fadli Shas.
He's an easy prey when you're playing with your back to goal there. The two big centre backs there for JDT. They're taking pot shots. They're taking turns actually marking big Zarko. They've done a good job on him in the second half.
Korach, Heikel. Kelly was wanting more forward movement. Nasalam, he's also forced backwards. Amarul. And like a vice, the press works, but well played out by Maycom. Nice football.
Lovely football there.
Ashraf Heikel. Korach leaves it. Here's one. Outside is Shami. Shami looks for Korach. Adam Norazlim anticipates, gets there first.
Yeah, he's been big, Adam, in the second half. He's won everything in the air and on the ground. Great chance here for Cabrera.
Cabrera's got Nazmi inside of him. There is Nazmi. Nazmi fires on his left. Nazmi.
Oh. He'd be disappointed there, Nazmi. He did everything well. He's cut back on his left foot there, and you can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bend the ball in the top corner. Here it is here. Cabrera does all the lead-up work, makes a run, takes the opposition players with him, beats Ageli, and he just gets underneath the ball.
As at the Larkin Stadium, a very respectable effort by UiTM and a great learning experience for their players. Could there be even a shock result on the cards? Not if Azrif can do anything. Too far ahead of Ramadan. Bernard Ageli.
Still plenty of time for an equaliser, Des. I mean, Johor won't be happy just sitting on 2-1 lead. They want to, get that third goal, that killer goal, just to put UiTM's hopes right away.
Velasquez. Flight requirements for Johor keep changing. Kedar lead 3-2 against Negri. It's back to Kuala Terengganu now.
It's probably not the end of the night too, Des.
Shamakuti. Shazwan Andik. Velasquez. Ageli steps in once again.
You've got to love this, Leandro. The way he rides tackles. The ball is really close to his feet. He can fake left or right. He can turn you. He's got great close control, and he's just super to watch when he's on the ball.
Has one. Holds off Amarul. Nasalam hoists it high. At the end of the game, we'll have highlights immediately after full time. Then we'll go straight into interviews where Abbasad will be on the touchline talking to the coaches and as many players as we can get. As the header from Amarul clears. And Velasquez is denied by Heikel. Korach. Clipped once again by Shamakuti. That's good forward play.
He's copped about 8 or 9 tackles from behind big Zarko Korach.
Nuzul Iman is preparing to come on for the home side. Karach. Salam. And here is the change, and it's going to be Maycom, who succumbed, I think, to injuries. He's been hobbling since the first half, Abbasad.
Yes, he has. Look, he's looked lively. He's worked really hard to get in the game and to make things happen. But I think that injury in the first 15 minutes has sort of slowed him down a little bit. But he's put all his heart and soul into this game, and he's going to I don't know if he's going to the wrong bench, or is he going to the dressing room, or maybe he's just trying to say hello, say thanks for the coaches.
They do that here in Malaysia, Abbas. You're probably not used to it, but
no, I don't think I'll shake the coaches' hands during the game. No.
That's what happens.
Yeah, no. It's good to see Johor's Big Gary Roberts is going to come on. It's good to see him on the park. He's a lovely guy off the park.